Hello, Archons, and welcome to episode 1 of Keyflux versus the Keyraken. So, let's see what we have in this box. Let's open it up, get one deck out, and start jamming it against the Keyraken. Here we go. Ooh, shiny. Let's take the middle one here. Up. Move that off to the side. All right, and here we go. Open it up. Make sure that we get the right side. Yeah, very good. Okay, so the first game will be Napashakio, who negates Mortality, versus the Keyraken. Let's position it right. Yep, there we go. Okay, open up the deck. Okay, move the Archon card down. Alright, and let's start shuffling the cards. So we have Star Alliance, Untamed, and Saurian. That's a nice combination. We do not need the Tide card here because we have the Keyraken's Tide. Right. Okay, that'll do. Let's shuffle the Keyraken's deck. Good, nice big mix. Yeah, don't have any fancy cards for the Keyraken deck, just printed at home. Laser printer does a decent job of printing cards nicely, and then just put them into sleeves in front of other cards from the card game that must not be named. It's called Magic. And it's my dragon deck. That's the only deck I have left, because it's got dragons. I love dragons. Dragons are fun. Keyforge needs more dragons. Not enough dragons in Keyforge. We need more. Kitty dragons, like it's fun, but needs better dragons. More. Alright, anyway. Up. That's the Keyraken deck shuffled. Here we go. Okay, so also, by the way, I'm no expert on the rules, but I've been playing long enough that I think I can handle any sort of weird, ambiguous situation. Okay, so let's go for it. 6 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the tide is low, as it should be to start with. We have Tertiate, very nice. Sense of Philo, it cannot be dealt damage by creatures with Ember on them. Persistent Hunting, exhaust each enemy of the creatures of the chosen house, lovely. Make it so. Choose a house, reveal the top card of your deck. If it belongs to the chosen house, draw it and trigger this effect again. Lovely. City State Interest, each friendly creature captures 1. See Exotaber, may play or use a non-silence card this turn. Pretty neat. Okay. So, as a starting hand, I don't know, that doesn't feel like something I would want to have on turn 1. So I'm going to mulligan it. Give me an excuse to check out more cards in that deck. Let's reshuffle and see what else will come up in that hand. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now let's do this. I love being overdramatic in my videos. Sabotage mission. Keys cost +1 for each different power value amongst friendly creatures during your opponent's next turn. This is pretty neat. Lapisaurus taunt. Before while attacking Lapisaurus, enemy creatures gain before fight. Exalt this creature. Alright. CXO Tiber again. Reap or Sow. Choose one. Ready and Reap with a friendly creature. Give 3/+1 power counters to creatures distributed as you choose. Lovely. And Decadence. Exalt, ready and use a friendly creature, or move one from a creature to another creature. Nice. Okay, so let's go for it with Saurian. I think that's the best option here. So let's start by putting down a Lapisaurus, then playing Decadence to Exalt, ready and use to reap the Lapisaurus. Okay, here we go. That's my turn. 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll see what comes up later. All right, the Keyraken. Okay, so we will have 2 cards coming up. Crushing Arm, Prey, the least powerful flank creature. And Emergence, gain 1 pip of Ember on the Keyraken. Destroy 1 of my artifacts and exhaust 3 of my creatures. Okay, so that's exhausted. Lovely. Okay, ready. It's battle line. And it is my turn. No, hold on. The Keyraken reaps, of course. Up, there we go. Okay, so now we have, what have we drawn? Cornis Noctavia. Beach Day. Return a creature to its owner's hand. If the tide is high, gain 1 Ember. Sensaphilo cannot be dealt damage. Alright, so I guess that might be the best option here. Can do a reap also to reap, raise the tide, and then return the crushing arm to its owner's hand. Might as well delay the Keyraken a bit. So here we go. Let's do that. So I don't know if I've got anything that can raise the tide in this deck. Obviously, I don't know what's in there. So yeah, I think I'll go with Untamed on this one. So let's start with Reap or Sow. Ready and Reap. Okay, quick. So I've got 2 Ember, which I can spend to raise the tide. And then I will play a Beach Day. Up, gain 1 Ember, return this, so that goes to the archives. And then the tide is high, so I gain 1. There we go. Okay. 4, 5, and 6. Now it's the Keyraken's turn. So we have the archive plus 2 cards coming up. So we know what the archive is. Poof, the crushing arm comes back. Then Beast of Dark Legend. The Keyraken gains 1 Ember for each of my unforged key. And if the tide is high, he archives 1 adventure card. Damn. Wow, that hurts. Alright, second card, another crushing arm. Okay, nice. Okay, so the Keyraken and the Keyraken reaps, of course, getting to 6. So it's time to try and slow down the Keyraken. Okay, so, and again we have a 2/2 hand. So we've got Mushroom Man and a Muckling. Oh, opponent's keys cost plus X. Okay, I think we will... Yeah, we'll go... I think I need to raise his key, so we'll start with Star Alliance. Let's play a CX Tabor and a Sabotage Mission. Make his keys cost +2 on his next turn. Alright, and that's my turn. 4, 6. Okay, let's have some coffee. Nice. My top camera is a little wonky. I think I need to tilt it a bit. There we go. That's a bit straighter. Okay, Keyraken's turn. So we have 2 cards coming up, plus the archive. So archive first. Lashing Tentacle. Okay, Prey, the most powerful creature, skirmish. And then drag to your doom. Purge my most powerful creature. If the tide is high, I may lower the tide instead. Don't really want to purge my creature, so fine, I will lower the tide. And then shield arm, taunt, 6 power, 3 armor. Okay, then the Keyraken reaps. This guy will attack the least powerful flank creature, but because of taunt, he has to fight taunt. So before fight, he gets exalted, tweak, and fights Lapisaurus, which gets destroyed, giving 1 ember to the Keyraken and dealing 4 damage to the crushing arm. Okay, and then this guy will nuke my Cexotaber, of course. Up. 3 damage, there we go. Okay. Keyraken is really starting to get nasty. Is there anything I can do about that? Let's have a look. So I've got 3 Saurian. Mushroom Man, Mookling, Technobabble, stun a creature and each of its neighbors that shares a house with him. Yeah. So actually would be nice to slow him again. So I think the least powerful flank creature. Well, I guess I'll sacrifice my Mookling just so that the Keyraken doesn't get advancement too quick. So let's play a Mushroom Man and a Mookling. Spend another 2 to raise the tide. Okay. Alright, so that makes his keys cost +2, which will use his entire pool. Alright, so the Keyraken advances 1. I use the keys to mark advancement. It works. Okay, so the Keyraken hand begins. Primordial. Keyraken gains Reap, archive 1 adventure card. After a player forges a key, destroy Primordial. Titanic Maw. The Keyraken gains Skirmish. Prey, the most powerful creature. And Fight. Deal 3 damage to each neighbor of the creature the Keyraken fights. At the end of Keyraken's turn, if you control no creature, destroy Titanic Maw. Well, I guess Primordial will not do its thing then. So the Keyraken will have to fight my Mushroom Man and deal 3 damage to Mookling in the process. Okay, so that's 3 damage to my Mushroom Man. Back. Okay, then Crushing Arm will fight Mushroom Man. So I take 9 damage, which destroys my Mushroom Man, and Crushing Arm gets destroyed in return, dealing 3 damage to the Keyraken. Okay. And then we Reap with Crushing Arm. Oh yeah, and this also has been flipped by the Keyraken advancing. This reaps, and this reaps. Okay. Lovely. Okie dokie. So what have we got in hand now? Technobabble, Forging an Alliance, make it so. Alright. Well, I guess we can go with Star Alliance, get some Ember going, and stun these guys, that'll slow him down a bit. So let's start by raising the tide again. Up. Let's do a Technobabble to stun the Keyraken's tentacles and arms. don't want them to do anything to me. Duck. Alright, and then let's play Make It So. I've never played that card before. So I will choose House Star Alliance. No, it is not Star Alliance. So washed away. If the tide is high, destroy each artifact, otherwise raise the tide. Oh, neat. I'll come in handy later. Okay, and then finally Forging an Alliance. Forge a kit +7, reduced by 1. So not forging a key. And that's my turn. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Keyraken. First card. Emergence. Action. Gain 1 pip of ember. Destroy 1 of my artifacts and exhaust 3 of my creatures. Don't have anything in play. Second card. Swift Current. Artifact. 2 ember up. Get the artifact up there. The Keyraken's creature with the highest power captures 1 ember from you. If you have no ember, destroy Swift Current and lower the tide. Okay. So Prey, nothing to fight. So the Keyraken will reap and archive 1 adventure card. There we go. And then unstun all his battle line. Okay, that's the Keyraken. What can I do against such destructive power? Washed away. If the tide is high, destroy each artifact, otherwise raise the tide. Instrument of Silence, skirmish. This creature gains skirmish and fight, gain 1. Away team. Okay. So I will put down some creatures so that he can fight them and I can do some damage back a bit. So the least powerful creature, the least powerful flank creature from Crushing Arm, and the most powerful creature from Lashing Tentacle. Okay, let's say we put it like that. So Crushing Arm will have to fight a Sensaphilo, and this guy can fight whoever. Okay, that will have to do 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Keyraken. So 2 cards coming up, plus the archive. So here we go. Defend the Keyraken. No. Hold on. Beforehand, the Keyraken, of course, advances for 6 and lowers the tide. Okay, back to the Keyraken's turn. Defend the Keyraken. Ward the Keyraken and each of its creatures. Ooh. This game is not going well for me at all. Tenacious Arm. Reap. The Keyraken steals 1 ember from you. And left in its wake. Action. Pip of ember. Exhaust your most powerful creature and each creature you control that shares a house with it. If the tide is high, the Keyraken archives 1 adventure card. The tide is low. Okay, so here we go. So the Keyraken will fight the most powerful creature. Okay, well, let's throw it at Sensaphilo. So that's 3 damage to Sensaphilo and 2 damage to Cornus Octavia. 1 taken on the armor. Then the Crushing Arm will fight the least powerful flank creature. Let's throw it at Sensaphilo. That pops the ward and Sensaphilo dies. Then this will fight the least powerful creature. Let's throw it at Sensaphilo so that I still have stuff in play. It's skirmish, so it takes no damage. The shield arm reaps. And then action, the Keyraken's creature with the highest power captures 1 from me. That will be the Crushing Arm. Okay. And that is the Keyraken's turn, who now has again enough ember to advance. My creatures are all exhausted. Okay, well, I guess Untamed seems like a good option. We have a Deepwater Gruin, that's pretty neat. Washed Away, that will raise the tide. Not destroy artifacts, but at least raise the tide. And then Instrument of Silence. Yeah, that thing will not last on the game. Okay, yeah. I think, yeah, we need to raise the tide. So, and if the tide is low, your opponent gain 1 with the Deepwater Gruin. So, let's start with Washed Away. But it would be nice to get rid of that. Did I put the 2 Ember from the Swift Current? Yeah, I think I did. I'm not too sure. I think I did. Well, the game is not going well for me anyway, so we'll see. Do I want to raise the tide and then play Washed Away? Or play Washed Away to raise the tide? Let's just use it to raise the tide. Okay. Nice. Now let's play Deepwater Gruin. Hold on. The least powerful flank creature. Yeah, let's put it there. Okay, 2 Ember from my Deepwater Gruin. And then let's give it skirmish. Not that it's gonna make much of a difference, because it's probably going to die very soon anyway. Okay. Six. Keyraken. Up. We have Preternatural Will. Play. If the tide is low, heal 6 damage from the Keyraken. If the tide is high, you gain 3 chains. So I gain 3 chains, lovely. And then Into the Abyss. Gain 1 Ember. Discard my hand and draw 4 cards. If the tide is high, I may lower the tide instead. What have I got in my hand? Away team, Spoils of Battle, that could come in handy. Zap, Persistent Hunting, Shield You Later, Venator Altum. If the tide is low, insult. Again, that's not a fantastic hand. Spoils of Battle. I mean, the Spoils of Battle could be handy to slow down the Keyraken next turn. Don't know what will come. And I guess I could keep my Saurian stuff in play. Yeah. Alright, let's lower the tide. Did I take the Ember from Into the Abyss? I don't think I did. Then I'll watch the video and say, yeah, of course I did. It's always the first thing that should happen. Silly. Anyway, okay. So the Keyraken will fight the most powerful creature. Okay, let's see. Let's use the Keyraken to fight the Deepwater Gruin. So that's 3 damage to Deepwater Gruin and then 2 damage on Cornis and Octavia. Okay. Then this guy will fight Sense of Philo, because then it cannot be dealt damage by creature with Ember on them. That's convenient. And this guy takes 5 damage in return. Take that. 1 damage short of dying. This guy will fight the most powerful creature. Let's say we fight the Deepwater Gruin. So that kills my Deepwater Gruin. Bye-bye. This guy reaps. And this guy reaps. And steal 1 from me. Up. And then capture 1 again. Book on Crushing Arm. Thank you. Alright. So let's go with Saurian then. Yeah, it's not gonna be great. Let's play this guy over here. Let's use his action to capture 2. Then let's play Spoils of Battle. Gain 1 ember. Friendly creature captures 1. Let's put 1 on this guy. And then each creature with ember on it captures 1 from its opponent. So that's another 2 ember captured there. Then his guy capture and 1 more from me. Nice. Okay, and then I will fight the crushing arm to finish it off. Okay, I get my ember back, crushing arm dies, and pops the ward on the Keyraken. Do I want to raise the tide? Lose another 2 ember. Yeah, whatever at this point. Just to keep the game going longer so I can try to go through my deck, even though now I'm chained, so only draw 1 card. Okay, the Keyraken. Grappling Tentacle. Play. Grappling Tentacle captures 3 from you. And if the tide is low, it captures 6 instead. Well, the tide is high, so... And then Shield Arm. Okay. The Keyraken will fight something. Let's see, fight probably the most powerful creature, so we will have to crash into this guy. Okay, so 1 damage on him, and then Cornis Noctavia dies. Okay, Lashing Tentacle, the most powerful creature. So up, here we go. 3 damage into Venator Altum. Reap with Shield Arm. Reap with Tenacious Arm, and I've got 1 ember to steal. Great. These things don't do anything. And then action, I have no ember, so this is destroyed and the tide is lowered. No! Oh. We are not in a good position at all. What is it that I drew? Miliub. Miliubi? While the tide is high, Miliub gains Skirmish. Before fight, enrage the creature Miliubi fights and each of that creature's neighbor. Neat, but slow. It will die. So, okay. Yeah, really not a good position to be in right now. I can do Zap to deal 2 damage. Well, 3, I guess. Yeah. So I could kill the Tenacious Arm. That's something. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make this guy a bit bigger. Okay. So this guy fights the most powerful, the most powerful, the most powerful non-flank. Okay. So let's put a weight here so that he will have to fight that and cannot be dealt damage. Then I will do a zap. Up. So I deal 1, 2, 3 damage, divided however I want. So let's nuke the Tenacious Arm. Deal 3 damage to the Keyraken. And then shield you later. Do I want to give armor? So the Keyraken will... Yeah, I guess, because the Keyraken will have to fight that and then destroy. So let's put a shield you later onto my Sense of Philo to give it 2 armor. Right. And I cannot raise the tide, so it will have to be like that. Okay, 3, 4, 5. The Keyraken advances once more. Okay, last chance to kill the Keyraken. This will not happen. Whirlpool Eddy! Artifact, gain 1 ember. Action, stun and exhaust one of my creatures that's not already stunned. If all my creatures are stunned, destroyed Whirlpool Eddy and lower the tide. Zealot's Revelation. Action, play, shuffle the adventure discard pile into the adventure deck, and then the Keyraken archives 3 adventure cards. If the tide is high, you may lower the tide instead. I may not lower the tide, so that's bad. Okay, shuffle the adventure discard pile into the deck. Doom. Doom is coming for me, big time. This is not great at all. I'm getting completely smashed by the Keyraken on this one. Don't know about that deck so far. Like it's got some interesting things, but it's not doing much really. We'll see what in the leftover cards after the end of the game, what's in there, and if it's got any potential. Okay. So then, the Keyraken will fight Venator Ultim, so that's 1 more damage. 2 absorbed by the shield, and then 3 damage, so only 1 dealt because he's got 2 armor. This guy will fight Venator Ultim, the most powerful creature. Yeah, that's him. So that's enough to destroy it. And oh yeah, the tide is low, so he was dealt damage, he got exalted by the Keyraken, and now he's destroyed, so that does not trigger, I think. Okay, this guy reaps. Oh no, the most powerful non-flank creature. There is no most powerful non-flank creature, so he will have to reap. Didn't think this through. Well, not much I could do about it anyway, so there we go. The Keyraken has a ton of ember. And what is it that I drew? I've got a nice untamed hand here. I can do persistent hunting twice. Mediobi, Reap also, Radiant Reap with a friendly creature. Yeah, nah. And Physicus Felix, if the tide is high, you may exalt a creature. All we are is a ripple in the water. I like the card. The art is really nice. I like Triceratops. Okay, well, I guess that's me. There's nothing I can do there. I can play a turn, and then the Keyraken advances the 4th, and boom, destroys the Crucible. No, everybody dies, Doom. Okay, what else have we got in this deck? Embervac, Raise the Tide. Okay, that could be useful. Tertiate, we knew there was that. Another Embervac. Force Field, this creature gains Reap. Ward this creature. That would probably work okay in a normal game. Here I haven't had the time to do that. Altruist Rostrum. Action. Artifact. Action. Move 1 ember from a creature to another. Yeah. Slow, but okay. Another force field. Decadence. Choose 1. Exalt, Radiant Use, or move 1. Yep. Instrument of Silence. And City State Interest. Each friendly creature captures 1. Okay. So it's got a couple of ember capture. That's it, really. And a couple of key cost increases. We've got what did we have? The Mookling and the Sabotage Mission. So there's not a lot. No, it's not a lot of ember control in that deck. I think it's worth exploring, definitely. It's got some interesting things. I'd be curious to see how that plays out in a regular game. But in this case, against the Keyraken, it, yep, didn't go anywhere. All right, so that's our first game of Keyflux versus the Keyraken. With a victory for the Keyraken. So I'll keep a tally of the Keyraken score and see if I can get to it more than he can get me. This was fun. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this. Please comment. Tell me what I did wrong in this game, if I could have done anything different, considering I had no idea what was coming. It's kind of difficult, but who knows? You might have made different decisions from me. I'd love to hear what you would have done differently to try and defeat the Keyraken in this game. If I make any mistake, well, I probably maybe forgot a couple of embers on the Keyraken. Not that it would have made any difference. If anything, would have ended the game faster. So yeah, cool. Thanks, and see you later for another video.